So what is the NFL saying? We've got a season scheduled to start September 10th. It's August 3rd, bro. We got 5 weeks before the NFL season begins. And so when the NFL is sitting there and saying to you, excuse me, we want to move things up or what have you, yes, players are dropping out like flies. You've got 8 players on the New England Patriots that have opted out of the 2020 season. But essentially what you're doing is trying to prevent yourself from being in a position where dudes have all of this time to take their time to make a decision, and then at the last minute they can come and drop the bomb on you. You know what? We're not going to play. And the NFL is trying to avoid that. I respect that. And I think there comes a point in time where, again, we go back to everybody being an adult here. What my disagreement with McCourty is ripping the NFL. The NFL deserves to be ripped if the NFL knows exactly what's going on and don't put forth their due diligence to prepare. The fact of the matter is, this nation hasn't been prepared. Every single place you turn, you've lamented this, Louis. I have. All of us on the national airwaves and beyond, we've lamented the fact that this nation still hasn't gotten our feet up under this. Every day, every week, every month, there seems to be something new. So the NFL is just as clueless as a lot of other people. We've got the NBA in their bubble with a players association that worked in concert with the commissioner's office and the league office, and they created this bubble in Orlando, Florida. But they got 450 players. We got a situation where NFL, once you got the 53-man roster, you've got 1,696 players and a bevy of other coaches and team personnel that far exceeds the number that exists with the NBA. So as a result, when you're talking about a bubble, think about this for a second. We could sit up there and put these players in a bubble. I tell you what you could do, Louis. Excuse me. Those NFL facilities that you all don't want to be lumped in the same place because there's so many of us, the camps that you show up to for training camp, you stay there for the entire season. Oh, by the way, it's going to involve a sacrifice. You can't be with your family, or if they're going to have a visit, they've got to get tested. There's only X number of people that go. You can come up with plans. What's the problem? You know you're going to face strong resistance. Because the one thing these players keep saying, Louis, and I'll let you chime in here, the one thing they keep saying that they don't take into consideration enough, they keep talking about the safety of your family. Well, if you're worried about the safety of your family, why would you be worried about them unless you're going to be around them? If you were not going to be around them, there wouldn't be anything to worry about. Now, that's an incredible sacrifice, and we all get that. I've got a sister, Molly. Molly knows this. I've got a sister that's been battling, kidney failure for years. She's on dialysis. Guess what? I call her all the time. I might go see her once a week, but guess what I'm doing? I'm way away from her. Why? Because I don't want to get her sick. You see what I'm saying? So the point that I'm trying to make is that these are sacrifices. These are decisions. These guys are acting like, oh, my goodness, we don't know what's going on or what we're going to do. No, the reality is there are decisions that you could make, but you don't want to make that sacrifice. It's totally understandable because it's a lot to ask for people to be away from their family and loved ones, etc. But the bottom line is you do know, wear a mask, engage in social distancing. It's just that you don't want to do that when it comes to your own family. Yeah. And that's really what's going on here. And that's a tough position for the league to be in. So I don't understand how players act like they don't know that when clearly all of us do.
Yeah, Stephen, I agree with many of the points you just made. And don't get me wrong. Look, I'm not saying that the opt-out period should be indefinite. There has to be a cutoff point, but just stick to what was agreed to, okay? Don't speed it up on them. Just leave it where it was. Give them the information. Make sure that from a team perspective, your plan is in place. And look, they're communicating to the players that, look, there's no way we can protect you 100%. We'll do everything we can on our part. Here's the time frame with which you need to make your decision. And then after that, we're rolling. You're right. Because at some point, if you are going to play this season, you're right. You have to have some kind of structure to it. There is some training period time, some training camp time that is absolutely necessary if you're going to put the games on. And you're also right with this. Players are going to have to make some sacrifices. There's going to have to be some out of the ordinary sacrifices made on the part of all of us in order to get through this. Players in the NFL and society overall. And you're right, many people haven't been willing to make that sacrifice, but they're going to be the first ones going, man, why is this still going on? Why is this disease still spreading like wildfire? And we all know the answer why. So you have to be willing to make some sacrifices, and you have to be willing to accept some risk. And I think the players are willing to do that. I'm just saying, don't condense the time on them. Keep it as it was. And I think you will see that many players, by and large, are going to be willing to accept that risk.
And I'm saying that in light of what you just highlighted, you highlighted how complicated it is. So why are you just going to rip the NFL? I'm talking about McCourty here. You're just going to rip the NFL when everybody is up in the air and everybody is lost as to what definitively is the right thing to do to move forward. These are uncharted waters, man. All of us are clueless to some degree. Outside of wearing our mask and keeping our distance, we don't know what the hell to do from day to day. He has to know that because that's a smart brother. Come on, man. You know that.